Hey, Adam.
Drew.
Thanks for having me over.
Absolutely. Pleasure to finally meet you.
And it's a pleasure also to meet you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm really excited about getting your home on the market and, more importantly, getting it sold.
You know, we are very excited about this process.
That's great. Great to finally meet you. Hey, would you mind if I took a quick look at your home?
No, not at all. Let me show you around. Don't want you to get lost here.
Okay, I tell you what I like to do is take a quick look around and look at it through the eyes of a buyer.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, I'll just meet you back here at the kitchen table. 2 or 3 minutes.
Sounds great.
That'd be okay?
Sure.
Great. Adam, great house.
Thank you very much.
Looks great. I tell you what, I wrote down 3 real important questions for you.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yes.
Do you absolutely want to sell this home?
Oh yeah, we're motivated. We want to get this home sold, get it done. We want to move on.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. And number 2, will you price the home to sell?
Yeah, within reason. I mean, we have an idea of what we want for the home.
Sure.
But we understand that the market is very dynamic,
okay,
to say the least today.
Okay.
And so we're ready to see what it takes to get done.
Okay, great. And number 3, do you want me to handle this sale for you?
Well, Drew, I like it. But,
great.
Before we make the decision, we kind of want to hear everything.
Okay.
And weigh all the options.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what, Adam, at the end of my presentation today,
okay,
one of 3 things will happen.
Okay.
Number 1, you'll have the opportunity to list your home with me.
Oh, great.
Or number 2, you may decide not to list your home with me.
Okay.
Or number 3, I may decide not to take your listing.
Oh.
And just so you know, any one of those 3 are okay.
Interesting. I've never really heard that before. Why would you not take a listing? Is there something wrong with the home?
No, the home is excellent. Oh. But, sometimes the seller's expectations doesn't meet the market condition.
Interesting.
And I'd rather not just take your listing and throw a sign out front knowing that based on what you're trying to do, I may not be able to help you. In other words, I'd rather turn you down now instead of let you down later.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to be honest with you, Adam. And, that's, I know agents, tend, we get a bad rap about that. But I want to be honest with you. Okay. So if based on what you're doing, I don't feel I can help you, I'm going to tell you.
That'd be great.
All right, great. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you over the phone when I called you yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be okay? Now, you said you were moving to Los Angeles. Is that correct?
Yeah, good old L.A.
L.A. That's awesome. Now, you said you were moving there because of a job transfer?
Yeah, it was actually a new job.
Okay.
Really a transfer.
Oh, it's a new job.
New job, a little bit more responsibility.
Same kind of industry or a different industry?
Yeah, same industry,
excellent.
Just different company.
Different company.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very, very excited.
Is it a big bump up for you?
It's a bump.
Okay, well, good for you, man. Congratulations.
A couple rungs on the ladder. Excellent.
That's great. Now, you said you had to be there by about April 1st or so.
Yeah, well, I start April 1st. Would like to get there earlier, but, we're trying to start the process as early as possible.
Okay, so your first day at work is April 1st. Is that correct?
April 1st.
Okay, so whether the house is sold or not, you're going to be at that job April 1st.
Yeah, and I don't want to commute. I don't want to do that traffic.
Okay. So it's up to us to get this house sold now.
Yes.
So that you can get down there.
Absolutely.
Excellent. And now you also indicated that you wanted to price your home at $550,000. Is that about right?
Yeah. We took a look on the internet, saw what was going on, and I feel that's right in there.
Excellent. And you also indicated that you owed about $100,000 on this property. Is that right?
Yeah, right around there.
Okay, great. Now, you weren't planning on selling his house yourself, right?
Oh, no. Okay. I make things.
Okay, great. Sell things. Great. And you also indicated that you wanted all of your money out. You didn't really want a secondary finance or anything weird like that. You just needed your cash so you can get to
one part I don't even understand that, but the other part is, we need the money. We need to purchase a home. Homes in LA are
excellent,
pricier.
Okay, so you need all your money to go to LA.
All the money to go to LA.
Great. Now, Adam, there are really only 2 issues we're going to have to look at tonight.
Okay.
Number 1 is your motivation to sell this home. Okay. And the second issue is the price we set on the home. It's really important that you understand those are really the only 2 issues involved in selling real estate today. Are we pretty clear on that, Adam?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Excellent. Now, I've prepared what we call a comparative market analysis. And there's really 2 parts to this research. Part 1, I jokingly call Fantasyland. And that's what all the sellers would love to sell their homes for.
Okay.
That's the prices they come up with.
Sure.
Okay. Part 2, however, I call reality. And that's the price that real estate agents list and actually sell homes for.
Okay.
Now, you said you're going to Los Angeles, correct?
Yes.
And you indicated you had to be there, it looks like about 90 days or so.
Yeah, you're right around there.
And the job is starting whether you're going to get this house sold or not.
Absolutely.
Adam, it's going to be very important where you decide to spend your time.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go through the two parts together.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay, great.
Alrighty. Drew, Adam Schwartz. Pleasure
Adam,
to
nice
finally
to finally
meet you.
meet you too, man.
Absolutely.
Gosh, you've been hounding me for weeks now.
You know, just want to get here and help you out here.
Glad you came by.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited about getting the home on the market. More importantly, getting this thing sold for you.
Excellent.
You know, before we started, I'd like to take a quick look around the home. Do you mind?
Come on, let me show you all the upgrades we just put in. It's gonna be, you're gonna love it.
I'm excited. You know, Drew, though, for the first time I see a home, I'd really like to take a look at it through the eyes of a buyer.
Okay.
You know, I'll only be a few minutes. Why don't we meet back in the kitchen here when I'm through, all right?
Oh, that sounds fair.
Oh, terrific. Thanks so much. Hey, Drew, thank you again for letting me, wander through your home here. You've done some great things.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you are welcome. You know, before we get started, there's 3 real important questions I have for you. Number 1, do you absolutely have to sell this home to make the move?
I gotta sell it.
You got to sell it.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to rent it out.
You don't
I
wanna-
don't want to leave the kids here behind or anything like that. So I gotta sell it.
Okay, so we got to sell the home. Great. My second question for you is, will you price the home to sell, or did you want to kind of test the market and keep it on for a long period of time?
No. I have to sell the house.
You have to sell the house.
I'm not gonna list it and be on the market for 9 months or anything like that.
Terrific. All right. Now, my third question for you here is, do you want me to handle this sale for you?
Well, Adam, you seem like a nice guy. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided. So let's just hear what you have to say.
Excellent.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, Drew, great thing is at the end of my presentation tonight, one of 3 things will happen. You'll have an opportunity to list your home with me.
Okay.
Or second, you may decide not to, for whatever reason, list your home with me. And third, I may decide not to take your listing. And I want you to know any one of those 3 is absolutely fine.
Okay, I'm in sales too, and I've never heard of anybody not taking an order. Why wouldn't you
Well,
take the listing?
I'm glad you brought that up. Really, what it comes down to is the market right now might not meet your expectations, or we might not be able to, agree on the terms and conditions of the sale. Does that make sense?
Okay, well then I could see that.
Terrific.
That I could see. Okay.
Well, okay, let's quickly take a moment to review those questions I asked you on the phone yesterday.
Sure.
Just so we're on the same page here, you said you were moving to Los Angeles, is that right?
That's right.
Okay, great. And you said you were moving there because you just got a new job, right?
I got a brand new job down there.
Brand new
I'm
job.
excited, Adam.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
This is a big move up here?
Big bump, man.
Big bump.
I've been waiting for it a long time, so I'm pretty excited.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get you out there as soon as possible. All right.
Sounds good.
So you said, speaking as soon as possible here, we needed to be there by April 1st. Is that right?
My job starts the 1st of April.
Your job starts-
I want to be there, obviously a little bit before that to
Sure.
get settled in.
Okay.
But I gotta. That's the day the job starts.
That's the date. April 1st is our date. If we can get you there before, which we'll shoot for here. Now, when we spoke yesterday, you mentioned you wanted to price the home here at $450,000. Was that right?
Yeah, I was looking at what's going on in the neighborhood, and I kind of went on Realtor.com, a couple of those sites, and it looks like I think I can get about that much, maybe.
Okay, great. And you said at this point you still owe probably somewhere in the around 100,000. Was that right?
I looked at my
you
my
looked at the
last
number.
statement. It's
Okay.
98,000.
98, even
Yep.
better. All right, so we got an idea of exactly what we're working with here. Now, you weren't planning on selling the home yourself, were you?
Oh, I don't have time for that.
You don't have time for that.
No, it looks hard too. The way you put it there. I don't know.
Well, it definitely takes a little bit of work, all right? And you did want all of your money out, correct?
I need the cash to buy the next house.
Need the cash from this home so we can purchase the next home in LA.
That is correct.
Wonderful. Now, here's the great news. Tonight, there's only 2 issues we need to look at. Number 1, your motivation to sell this home.
Okay.
And number 2, the price that we'll set on your home tonight, all right? And it's important that you understand that really, today, those are the only 2 issues that we face in selling real estate. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I've prepared here what we call a comparative market analysis. Now, there's two parts to this research. Part one, we jokingly call it fantasy land. It's what sellers would love to sell their home for, right?
Yeah.
They don't sell. And part two, we call reality. It's what motivated homeowners like yourself and professional real estate agents like myself, we get together and that's what we'll list and sell homes for. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Great. Well, we're going to spend tonight to kind of spend the time and figure out where we're going to be, all right?
Okay.
Great. Well, let's quickly go through the two parts together.
Sure, let's do that.
Great. All right.
Good job, Adam.
Good job, you, sir.